Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys haven't noticed, I recently got bangs and I really like them. I think they're definitely just something different. I haven't had bangs since I was probably in like grade 7, so yeah, I've really been liking them. I love wearing them with makeup, so just wanted to address that before any of you ask. So thank you for tuning in this week. And today what we are going to be doing is the first impressions of the Huda Beauty Foundation. It is the hashtag FAUXFILTER foundation. And the shade that I got is in Tres Leches 320G. And it is dark for me, so that's why I took the liberty of self-tanning, because it definitely is darker than what my skin tone is for sure. So we first opened the package. I actually really like the packaging. This is going to be great for traveling because glass just, I mean, although it looks great, I always am so scared about, like, you know, having it break. And so I think this is just a lot more durable, and yeah, it'll be really nice to travel with. And I think it actually looks really sleek. I do like the packaging, so it's an A+ for me. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into putting it on. So first I'm just going to get these bangs the hell out of the way. I just put them to the side, honestly, like, or kind of like this. And then I just use my clip. And yeah, that's how I do. First, to prep, I'm going to be taking my Ole Henriksen Pure Truth Youth Activating Oil. This stuff is really nice. It comes out orange, and it actually kind of gives you like a little bit of a natural tinge. You can kind of see there. It's really hydrating. Has lots of vitamin C in it, so I love putting this on. Next, I'm going to be taking my Ole Henriksen Counterbalance Oil Control Hydrator. I do use a lot of Ole Henriksen, if that's what you're asking, or wondering, because I probably would be too. But yeah, I love Ole Henriksen because it's definitely one of the more affordable brands, I would say, that are at Sephora. Like, yes, it is still considered an expensive skincare brand, but he comes out with a lot of like value packs. So if you want to try out like multiple products within the same line, or just products that are paired really well together, it's a really like great price point. And like he gives you, like, he always has these value packs on. So anyway, that's why I love using it, and it keeps my skin looking mint. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to put my Huda Beauty foundation onto my metal pan, as I usually do. And I think I've seen from other videos just people like using just like the one pump. I'm probably gonna do a couple, just knowing me. I'm hoping that the shade, I'm gonna just put a little bit. Oh yeah, that should be okay. And I'm also gonna be taking my beauty blender to put this on. I was thinking I might have to combine it with like one of my other foundations, but I think it should be okay. And I am going to use a beauty blender. I'm not going to use like, I'm not going to do one side beauty blender, one side brush, because I don't use brushes for my foundation like at all. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I think I am going to just put in some drops here. I'm just going to put in some Cover FX C+ Lemongrass Radiance drops, and then also some of my Algenist concentrated luminizing drops. So I know this isn't like your conventional first impressions, because people usually like don't put on primer and they just use that, but I actually want to see what it looks like with things that I will actually use in it. So that's actually what I'm gonna do, actually. And as for the fragrance, it is very fragranced, like very, and I think I like it. I'm not sure how I like it yet. I'm going to see when it's on my face. But anyway, so I'm going to put 2 pumps. So that's what it looks like there. And I know this is kind of like a matte-ish foundation, so that's why I'm just going to go ahead and throw in these drops. These Radiance drops here. I'm just going to put in 2. And then I'm going to put in some luminizing ones. Put like a couple. Okay, so that is what it looks like right now. It's all ready to go. Got it right here. Just going to start dotting it on my face. And I did get a color that was too dark for me because honestly, like most of the shades were already taken because this foundation has just been like so popular. So I think this is like just a couple shades too dark for me, but I thought that's fine. I'm still gonna buy it because I do self tan, obviously. So yeah, it'll just be a foundation that I use when I'm self tanned, and I mean this definitely isn't like an everyday foundation, so it'll be good for when I like special events, and I usually only tan for special events, let's be honest. So I actually don't mind the fragrance now that it's on my face. It's not as like pungent, I guess. And yeah, so this is the 2 pumps on my face, and it is pretty much covering my entire face. So that's pretty cool. Definitely nice like to have a foundation that you don't have to really like work at to, or like use a lot more to put it on your face. So I appreciate that for sure. I hope this color is okay. I feel like it's so dark on me, or just like really orangey like compared to my skin. Well, anyway, I mean, I can definitely mix it in with some other foundations. I can mix it in with my Dermacool foundation. This is great because it's super full coverage, so even if I just put like a drop of it, I can mix it just so it's like a little bit lighter, because this might be like a little borderline, like almost just too orangey, but I'm gonna go with it. We're gonna make it work. How it feels right now is really nice. It feels like not sticky. It feels like it's almost setting itself, which is nice. And yeah, again, the fragrance doesn't bother me. I actually kind of like it. So yeah, I don't know. I'm happy with it right now. Not like, you know, the color, but coverage wise, really good. Like super full coverage. Kind of reminds me actually of the L'Oreal Pro Matte, which is a much cheaper foundation, I guess, compared to this one. But yeah, it looks very similar to me. Maybe not as matte, but that's what it's kind of reminding me of right now. Okay, I'm just using the rest of this to put on my neck. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put on some concealer, and I'm going to be using my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer, which is, like you guys know, my go-to, my ride or die concealer. And I'm using the shade Light. Just going to go ahead and use this. Also, like if you're using a little bit of a lighter concealer too, this can kind of help if your foundation is like really dark, or maybe a little bit darker than you were hoping. This can kind of balance it out as well. I think that looks much better. Concealer fixes everything, it really does. I'm just going to do a quick cream contour. I'm going to be taking my Cover FX cream foundation in N90. I used to use this like back in the day, and then I just like kind of like rediscovered it again. I was watching a bunch of my old videos, just creeping myself. And yeah, I kind of came, and then I was like, oh my god, I never use that anymore. And it's a little bit easier than using the stick because it's just like, you know, it's just right on there. You can just apply it right on. You don't have to use your stick to necessarily draw it all on and then have to blend it all out. So this is a little bit of a quicker alternative, I guess. I look so bronze. It's crazy. Wish I could always look like this. Just gonna put some on my ears here so it all blends in. And then before I bake underneath my eyes, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take my MAC Soft Ochre paint pot, the Huge, and I'm just gonna put this on my eyes. Okay, and now I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna bake underneath my eyes, and I'm gonna be taking my Laura Mercier powder, which I'm almost out of. Well, the one I'm almost out of. Yeah, see, look. If anyone knows how to get this off, by the way, like, please let me know, because I would love to just get the rest of whatever powder is left under there. And then I saw Dizzy Perkins the other on one of her videos, and she takes it out. I'm like, how? Okay, so I just went in and just blended it out again. And now I'm going to take my Laura Mercier. Like, to be honest, I've been using my Airspun quite a bit because it's really nice for when I'm baking and I'm a little bit more pale, but I feel like because I have, you know, obviously more tan skin at this moment, I think Laura Mercier just works a little bit better for this reason. Okay. When you get powder in your eye. Ugh. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to powder the rest of my face just using a brush. Just whatever areas I missed. Okay. Before I forget, I'm just going to take this brush here and I'm just going to take some Laura Mercier powder and just set my eye. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do some eyeshadow and do the rest of my face, and I will be back. Hey guys. So I was honestly going to do like a holiday look with this foundation like all together, but it just didn't happen. I ended up going more alien vibes than anything. So this is me. This is how I do. So basically what I did, I started out with the Jaclyn Hill palette. It was going all like, it was going great. I was using some mauves, and then I decided to play with the purple because I've never touched the purple, touched the blue, liked it. So I was like, I'm gonna go with the purple. And yeah, it just ended up turning into something that I didn't even know it was going to turn into. And then I, you know, fucking tons of Trolls glitter later. Yeah, thank you. Which I love this stuff, it's amazing. And so I put that on, and then I have some green going underneath here from the Jaclyn Hill palette. Then I got some nice mauve Malibu lip kit from Kylie, and then I just put highlighter over it, top of it, because that's how I do. And then I coated my face with the Aurora highlighting palette by Anastasia. I started with Orion, and I don't know if you guys can tell, like the blue. It's very, very, it's light, which is nice because it's like, this looks kind of scary, but really if you combine it with some of the other shades, it is like, it's like it's not even there. It's just, you just get that little tinge, and I think it just makes it really cool. So, and I mean like, yeah, it makes it look cool, but like it makes it cool toned. So yeah, this is definitely a different look for me, not my everyday, definitely not a look you want to wear to, you know, meet your partner's parents, unless they all look like this, then you'd be in luck. But I do plan on doing like a traditional holiday glam look after this video is put up. But anyway, back to what this whole video is about. Huda Beauty Foundation, hashtag faux filter foundation. I always feel like when I say the hashtag, I'm like RuPaul. Hashtag RuPaul's Drag Race. God, I love that show. Final thoughts. I really like it. I was very happy with the coverage and just like the sheer amount that you need, because you literally need, like I showed you guys, I put in like exactly 2 pumps, which is not that much for me, especially with other foundations. I usually use like 2.5 to 3. So to be able to completely cover my face and most of my neck with just 2 pumps is pretty impressive. And then considering this foundation does have 35 mils in it instead of the conventional 30 mil. So you do get more and you use less. So that is pretty much like a sell for me. So I really liked it. As for like wear, I've only been wearing it for maybe an hour or 2. So I'm not exactly sure how it's going to wear throughout the day. But honestly, like I'm going to be here studying for the whole day at my house, so I doubt like it's, you know, I'm not going to be going through like the minus 20, 30 it is today and seeing how it fares with that, because I'm not that committed. I'm sorry. It's too cold outside. Yeah, for real. It's not fun right now. But anyway, yeah, so bottom line, really liked it. And I will say, for people who are on a budget and maybe aren't too like keen on getting a $52 foundation, totally understandable. Like I said before, this foundation really reminds me of the L'Oreal Pro Matte foundation, and I've had that for a couple years now, and I really like it. It's very matte. Obviously, this one probably isn't as matte as the Pro Matte, but it is quite matte. So, I mean, is it like a little bit more matte, less matte? I don't know. They're pretty similar. So that's just really what this reminded me of, because the Pro Matte by L'Oreal is quite like a cream whipped consistency that this foundation is. So yeah, if you're a queen on a budget, I would go get the L'Oreal. And if you are just a huge like Huda fan / like follower and you really just want to get this, like get it, because it seems like it's going to be a really good foundation for me. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If I don't get a video up before Christmas, which I mean Lordy knows if I will or not, I have one more final, which is tomorrow. So yeah, probably shouldn't have done this today, but here I am. It's just Spanish, so I mean I'm not like too concerned about it. Like a little concerned because I didn't like try all year, but isn't that everyone? You know? I think I'm pretty relatable. So anyway, have your guys a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, please like this video and tell your friends about it. And if you want to subscribe, if you feel like this video made you want to subscribe to my channel, I mean, you could do that if you want. You don't have to. I don't get anything out of it, just that my subscriber count goes up and it makes me feel good. So, you know. Well, I'll see you guys later, and thanks for watching. Mwah.